and so that will be done automatically. For the record, the construction industry in Mombasa, which is well dwindling and dying as well, contributes to 9% of our economy. This is how we're going to be able to grow. And now I want to tell you how we're going to be able to monitor this. In the office of the governor, that means they will be reporting directly to me. We will have a directorate whose job will be nothing else except ease of doing business. My intention, I took this role for no other reason. My first intention, if I wanted to do anything else, I would have continued being a member of parliament. And I would have done it. And I did a very, very good job as a member of parliament. Najisifu. But it is the truth, isn't it? And I intend to leave the same legacy when I become governor. We will have an ease of doing business directorate that will be reporting directly to me, giving me weekly reports and telling me that so-and-so we've been able to do A, B, C and engage them in this and this way. And this kind of forums, maybe for purposes of austerity measures, we might not be having the same kind of good food, but I'm sure that you'll be able to survive with coffee and water. But I intend to have quarterly meetings with the business community so you can be able to tell me what it is that we intend to do, what else we need to do. I've had issues here about garbage collection. It's a problem, isn't it? It isn't? It is, isn't it? Now, within the first 100 days, I've already expressed my intention within the first 100 days. There's some things you don't have to reinvent the wheel. At times, it is not a bad idea to copy-paste on what other countries of the world have done. And within the first 100 days, we are going to be able to issue out an expression of interest, an international expression of interest, to try and talk to those people who can be able to come and do recycling programs in Mombasa. Based on the responses that we will be able to get, open expression of interest, based on those responses, we will then now know what is the direction that we can be able to take. But my dream is to have a situation where Mombasa can be a producer of clean energy. Through the same garbage that is out there, we can be able to be a producer of clean energy so that the Kenya Association of Manufacturers do not complain that the cost of power is too high. And there's some things that we did when I was in Parliament. I was part and parcel of the ones that actually passed this. We actually approved that when it comes to clean energy, the producer of clean energy can sell to the buyer directly. It shouldn't be a problem. So that even the hindrance of saying that we need to get approvals from so-and-so and so-and-so become null and void. And I've had issues here regarding the SEZ. The Special Economic Zone in Dongokundu is national government, of course. But there's something else that we intend to, and I know that the current regime had taken it up to a certain level. Now it is my role to finalize on these matters. And this is the Miritini Industrial Park. This is going to be a game changer. It is going to be a game changer because now we're looking at a different way of seeing how we can be able to do business, how we can make Mombasa our geographical location. We have an airport, we have a seaport, we have all these things that are there, and we have that manpower. What else can we be able to do? I had my sister talking about the SACCOs and the SMEs. I want to tell you, we do intend to issue county infrastructure bonds. And I know my good brother, Abdullah Abdul Khalik, will be feeling jealous, but first priority at least has to go to the local SACCOs and then of course we're going to consider you, Abdullah. But first priority, so that because when the money falls from the head and goes to the shoulder, eventually from the shoulder it will go to the chest and you know, rightfully, so that we have a trickle-down effect of this money. We will be issuing county infrastructure bonds so we can be able to grow this county together. And you will be our first point of contact that if you are capable and you're willing, we will engage you in those levels. I had some other things here, 2 issues remaining. One is about the pending bills. And when I heard about pending bills being paid on time, when Mustafa said that, everyone was clapping. But then Faraj told me here, he told me, did you notice when Mustafa said, can people pay their levies on time, no one clapped. I was there clapping alone, and I felt a bit odd. But I guess it's because people want to see services as well, isn't it? So my job is to make sure that we provide those services. Now, in regards to pending bills, I'm inheriting pending bills worth 4+ billion. I'm getting a final report by Tuesday of this week on what it is that I'm stepping into. If I'm going to make a promise that I'll pay everything to everyone immediately, it'll be a blatant lie. And we will not be living here on the right footing. But I do make a commitment to this. We will call the people who have bills with the county government and come up with a payment plan so that they can allow the county to continue. As and when we continue, we refuse and refuse and refuse to have new pending bills. So you will forgive me that I will not interact and I will not be able to say that, you know, let us buy this and buy that and build this and that, so that we can be able to, first of all, sort out our main issues, which are the issues of salaries, our service deliveries to the people, and then thereafter, as and when we start slowly paying. And you never know, maybe some people here might be able to be kind enough to say that they're discounting their pending bills, which will be a welcome initiative. Did I just hear an ah? No, but this is going to be an exciting journey. I am here to ask you and request you for your support. I'll not be able to do this alone. It is going to be impossible for me to do this alone. I have said this. We intend to make the coastal region an economic power block. I had a meeting with my brother today, Mwadime. We will be reviving the Jumuiya ya County za Pwani. We want to be recognized for who we are. We need to tell our story. It is now time for people to see the potential in us. It is time for people, when someone is, as Muhammad rightfully put it, when someone is wherever they are, they don't think of any other city. The first city that they think about is Mombasa. And then after that, they'll be thinking about my brother Andrew Mwadime's city as well. Thank you very much and be blessed. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency. I request you don't leave the stage. Okay. Yes. Mr. Chairman, please join us. I also request that we have the presence of all the directors of KNCCI Mombasa joining us on the stage. Wakurugenzi wakuu, karibuni stage. All the directors of KNCCI Mombasa joining us on the stage.
I would also like to request, to recognize the presence of Mama Rukia Rashid, our former chair. I would also request her to join us here on stage.
So, the documents that we have here on our hands, the title is called Advocacy Agenda and Action Plan. What does it mean? It's a document that contains all the issues from all the associations that we have and all the businessmen that we've been collecting over a period of time. So it contains the issues from KIFWA, from KTA, from KATO, from KAM, and any other organization that I've not been able to mention, so that we present them to the incoming government. They look at them critically. They are able to call us for a sit down on a round table so that we discuss the issue that affect the businesses in Mombasa. So we use them as a yardstick. Your Excellency, that document has all the issues that we would want to present to you preliminarily. They are not all. So the documents here represents the challenges, the issues that the business community in Mombasa have. So as a community, today we are calling upon the incoming governor that please, these are our issues, sisi ni watoto wako, tumenyenyekea mbele yako, ziangalie kaka yetu, utuangalie, alafu biashara itakuwa sawa, au sio? Thank you guys. Thank you. The copies are available. So for heads of associations who would want to have copies for themselves and for their offices, the copies are available. You can have them from the registration desk as you leave. If they'll be over, you can have from the KNCCI Secretariat that is at Likoni. So the copies are available. As we come to the end, and as we are eating our dinner, I would like to call upon Mr. Dominic Madenge. Dominic, do not leave. When everyone else leaves, do not leave. Don't dare leave. Mr. Dominic, please give us a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Samora, our MC tonight. Your Excellency, Mombasa County Governor-elect Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, Governor Mwandime of Taita Taveta, and I must admit, these things have changed. I met Mwandime, and seeing him today as a governor is like demystifying governorship. For many years, people know what it means to be a governor. Thank you very much, Governor Mwandime, for being here with us. It's a big privilege. I also want to thank our chairman, Mr. Mustafa, for organizing this, and most important, all our valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I'm happy that we have just witnessed one of the most transformational speeches that have ever been made in the Mombasa County. Can we all put our hands together? This is the first time you see a governor setting pace with the business people. In actual fact, we are not just business people, but we are the people who drive, we are the fuel that drives the economy of Mombasa. Please put your hands together for yourselves for making Mombasa move. I know that it is not easy for the governor to work in isolation without the funds. I know he complained we never put our hands together. It's because we pay and nothing sometimes happens. If we are ready to pay, I'm sure it will happen. So thank you very much for that inspiration speech. It gives a lot of hope. We live here feeling that there is hope, there is future ahead of what is happening this time. And we hope that all the things, I hope that we can start counting the 100 days, I understand, from the 15th of September. So from the 15th of September, 100 days, we will see what will be delivered, because we have a promise and we have hope and a dream. I hope you noticed that our governor talked about a dream, and we wish to thank him. At this point, I want to thank all our guests in the audience. Thank you very much for finding time to come and honor this occasion. Without you, it cannot happen. I must thank all the speakers who have been here for raising issues that for all of us, on behalf of all of us, and I'm sure that the governor will have a good job in looking at whatever has been raised. I think there is a lot of people that we all need to thank tonight, but let me sum it up and say, as last and not least, let me thank the service providers, the supporting and sponsoring organization, and indeed the entire crew for making this occasion very successful. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for all the providers for making this very successful. I know it is still early, so we can say, I thank you all, and you have a good evening. And as it is, fellowship have just started, and networking goes on. Thank you, and good evening.
Mr. Dominic, please come down. Okay, so fellow directors, Mombasa business people, this brings us to the end of this occasion. I have been informed that salad is being served over there, and it is self-service. The table service is over, so salad is being served on the other side. The salad, it can be dessert, it can be cake, it can be, so it's being served on the other side. Yes, Jackie. Come on, Jackie.
King Melody. Wendo kiongozi bora, unejua kuishi nasi na sio kubagua. Tumekuchagua wewe gavana, aele kuitegwa ya kishua kama kuvyalo ipata mashua. Tumeshaamua Abdulswa madi gavana, ujui kutetereka weni ngangari, kwa kukura tunaweka tuko tayari. Hao wanakereka situpo shwari, 2022 wewe ndio gavana. Abdulswa madi Mombasa yeuka hiva mawazo yende maendeleo, uchumi undazidi uweni kura kare gavana. Kazi umetendewe na bado hatuna wasi wetu kogado, na gavana wetu ado wakiumwa wakameze panado. Abdulswa madi ni gavana, unamanya kupambana. King Melody. Wendo kiongozi bora, unejua kuishi nasi na sio kubagua. Tumekuchagua wewe gavana, aele kuitegwa ya kishua kama kuvyalo ipata mashua. Tumeshaamua Abdulswa madi gavana, ujui kutetereka weni ngangari, kwa kukura tunaweka tuko tayari. Hao wanakereka situpo shwari, 2022 wewe ndio gavana. Abdulswa madi Mombasa yeuka hiva mawazo yende maendeleo, uchumi undazidi uweni kura kare gavana. Kazi umetendewe na bado hatuna wasi wetu kogado, na gavana wetu ado wakiumwa wakameze panado. Abdulswa madi ni gavana,